Hey guys, so it's monthly favourites time again, and first of all I've got two apologies for you guys. The first one is I'm sorry that I didn't manage to upload 2 videos last week like I normally do. As you may be able to tell by my voice, I have been a little bit ill. I've had a cold this weekend and I just thought it's better to just shut off, and then I'll be back this week back on form for you guys. And my second apology is sorry for sounding all bunged up because of the cold. So in my last video a lot of people were saying like, you sound weird, your voice sounds deep and stuff. Yes, because I was getting ill, which sucks. So anyway, I'm back with the monthly favourites this month. I know everyone always says, oh, it's gone so fast, but I swear September's gone the fastest of all months in the history of months. It's just disappeared in the blink of an eye, and I don't have that many beauty favourites. I've got quite a good selection of beauty, fashion. I've got a candle favourite and a book favourite and a food favourite, so it's a real mixed bag this month. I've got 3 beauty favourites for you, and the first one is a new release from Urban Decay, and it's their Naked 2 Basics. I actually never had the original, oh I nearly dropped it, I actually never had the original Naked Basics palette, which was the warmer tone version of this. It's basically a palette of matte shades. And the thing that I love about Urban Decay is that their matte shades are so creamy and amazing, and generally just better than any others that I've used. So I'm still loving my liquid liner that I was talking about last month. I've still been wearing that, but I've been pairing it with a nice kind of matte, slightly contoured eye look, using this. My favourite shades out of this are Skimp, which is the one at the end, and then I like to mix Cover and Primal as a bit of a kind of crease shade, and then Undone I like to use along the lash line. And I don't use Frisk and Stark as much as the others, but I still really like them as well. This is really good, in my opinion. This is the perfect little palette, and I love the packaging too because it's not too big, you know what I mean? It fits just around the eyeshadows, it's got a nice big mirror, it's compact, good for travelling, and just like a perfect everyday eyeshadow palette if you like mattes. The only other matte palette I've loved as much as this is the Charlotte Tilbury one, and that is a lot more expensive. A new mascara discovery, which I have to say, I was drawn in by the packaging to this mascara. Look at it. It's probably the most like fancy, ridiculous, ostentatious packaging that they could have thought up, but it is gorgeous. It's so, so beautiful. It's basically a kind of, I would say it's like a vase shape. It's kind of curved, and then it has this clear lid with the Lancome rose on the inside. It's Lancome Grandiose, and if you look at the wand, this is another reason why I bought it, it has this bizarre swan neck wand with a really kind of stubby, spiky rubber brush, and I was just totally intrigued by this because as a beauty blogger, it's sometimes like you get into trying things and it's like the same old thing, the same old thing. So when something new and kind of different comes out, I get excited about it. So I got excited about this, even though the Lancome mascaras are expensive, and in my opinion some of them are hit and miss, some of them I love, some of them I don't think are worth the money. So it was a bit of a risk in terms of getting this, but it's so good. I mean, seriously, seriously good. I'm not actually wearing it today because I left it downstairs when I was doing my makeup ready to film this video, but I have been wearing it for the last week or so, and it is just amazing. Like, serious volume. If you like slightly, not like spider leg lashes, but you know what I mean, like real thick volume, you will love this. Another thing that I love about this is that it manages to do those massive baby doll kind of spidery, amazing lashes without having clumps. So sometimes it will stick some of the lashes together or whatever, maybe a little bit, but it doesn't have like that clumpy texture to it. It's really, really amazing. I love this a lot, and it actually stays looking good as well. That's another thing with a lot of volume and length, is that often I find mascaras that give you that massive kind of amazing fake eyelash effect, it will kind of go within like half an hour and you're like, where's that gone? Like, where have the ends of my lashes gone? But this is really, really good. The last beauty product is a rediscovery from my collection. It's from Makeup Forever. I don't have a lot of products from Makeup Forever, but I used this at my friend's wedding. I was doing the makeup at her wedding last week, and I used it on her eyes because it lasts for ages, and it just made me think how beautiful it was, and I've just started using it again, like every day. It's the Aqua Cream from Makeup Forever, and it is in number 13, which I think is called Champagne, I'm not sure, but it is the most beautiful shimmery colour, and these last forever. So I've actually been using that as well. If I don't want a totally matte eye look, and I'm not going to do like dramatic winged eyeliner, I'll use this as a base and then use the matte shades over the top, and it almost just shows through and it just looks really, really pretty. I love this. I think it's so nice. and I'm happy that I rediscovered it in my collection because I've been using it a lot recently. So moving on to fashion favourites, I have two things that I've been loving this month. The first is this skirt from Topshop, which you guys might recognise from my autumn lookbook video. If you haven't seen that already, then go and check it out. It's on my channel. This is it's almost like, someone saw it and said it's like really 80s. I don't think it's 80s at all. I think it's almost slightly 60s because of the length. It's like that, just plain straight down mini skirt. But I've been loving wearing this with like a loose silk shirt, kind of untucked over the top, and then sometimes as well a cropped jumper, which someone said to me, like, oh, well, I put it on Instagram and quite a few people were commenting, oh, that looks like really Clueless inspired, and I just didn't even, it didn't twig when I put the outfit together, and I went back and looked at some of the outfits they wear in Clueless, and it is quite Clueless looking, but I really, really love it. This, I think it was £35, so not the cheapest. Topshop are quite expensive in my opinion for what you get, but the actual quality of the material is really nice. I did also get the dress in the same print as this, which I also really, really like, which is the same cut as that stripy one that Beyonce wore last season that they've kind of brought out in loads of different prints because it was really, really popular. But anyway, this has been one of my fashion favourites this month. And then I've also been wearing these boots pretty much probably like 3 times a week for the whole month. Probably more than 3 times a week, probably 4 times a week. So basically I love these, they're from New Look. These were in my last video as well, so I'm not going to talk too much about them. They're £35. They're not real leather, which probably means they won't last quite as long as if they were, but I really like them. They're quite bikery, they're definitely going to be a love-hate thing. Some people just wouldn't want to wear these or like the style, but I really like them. They're really cool to wear with just skinny jeans, and I've been wearing like a big cardigan and skinny jeans with them, and yeah, I like them a lot. I think they're a good buy. Well done, New Look. You got the shoes right again. New Look shoes are really, really good. And then I have one book favourite for this month, which I actually finished a book. I'm so proud of myself. I bought this book in the airport on the way to Zambia and I finished it because we had so many flights. If you guys haven't watched my main video, again, that's on my channel, but I also vlogged the trip back and it was so long. I managed to finish this book on that trip and it is amazing. Like, I absolutely love this. It's called The Girl with All the Gifts. And I'm not going to say too much about it because it really is quite... there's like a main, well, it's not really a twist, but I just don't want to ruin it for anyone that wants to read it, but I'll read you the back. It says, every morning, Melanie waits in her cell to be collected for class. When they come for her, Sergeant Parks keeps his gun pointing at her while 2 of his people strap her into the wheelchair. She thinks they don't like her. She jokes that she won't bite. They don't laugh. So that's all it says on the back, and I bought this in a hurry. I had no idea what it was going to be about. But it turned out to be really, really awesome. It is kind of scary if you're not into thrillers and slightly spooky kind of things. You might not like this, but I would definitely recommend it if you like that kind of stuff. I loved this book. I also have a candle favourite, which I have had for quite a while now. I actually bought this when I was in New York back in... was it the end of May, beginning of June? Anyway, I wrote a blog post on this a couple of weeks ago, so if you guys want to know more info about the company, then I will put a link in the info bar to that. But it's basically from a company called the Pomfret Candle Company, and this is number 11, Amber and Moss, and it smells incredible, like out of this world incredible, like no other candle I've ever had. I love it. I found a place to order them online in the UK. You can also order them from Etsy, but I ordered Sweet Grapefruit, which is also amazing and is burning now because this one's finished. I think Fig, Vanilla and Fig, or Fig and something, which isn't as good as I had hoped. And then I also ordered Teakwood and Tobacco, which is gorgeous, like super sexy, but this is still my favourite. I'm definitely going to get another one of these when I can. They're $18 in the States and about £18 in the UK, so plus shipping, so they're not cheap, but they're still a lot cheaper than like Jo Malone and stuff like that. So that is my Amber and Moss candle. Love that, and I would definitely recommend, if you're in the States and you can get a hold of this brand easily, try them out because they are amazing. They're also a family business, and they're like small batch poured, all that kind of stuff, so it's kind of nicer than buying them from like Bath & Body Works. As much as I love Bath & Body Works candles and Jo Malone and like all of those lovely candles, it's quite nice having them. And I also like, I love the little jar as well. It's almost like apothecary style. So yeah, love this. It still smells good as well, even though it's totally like burnt out. There's still wax in here. I might like look into, you know how you like make a new candle out of all your old candle wax? I might look into that. So my last favourite for September is a food favourite, and it is my muesli, which is actually the coolest concept ever, and I'm so glad that I got to finally try it this month. It's basically, as it says on the box, custom mixed muesli. So you go onto the website and you choose all the ingredients that you want, or your favourite ingredients that you want in your cereal, and then they make it up for you and send it to you in a tube like this. So this one, I really originally titled it Fleur's Mix, which is a rubbish name, I know. It has got granola, apple cinnamon crunchy base, which is basically like apple and cinnamon and honey and yummy stuff, hazelnuts, dried figs, almonds, quinoa flakes, and lots of love apparently according to the label. And this tastes so good. It's a really cool concept, and you can actually buy gift vouchers too. So I have got a couple of these for friends over the past month or so, and I actually bought one for one of my friends who's like obsessed with breakfast. She has an Instagram dedicated all to breakfast, so if you like breakfast, her Instagram is called The Breakfast Bird. But anyway, so I bought some for her as well, and she really liked it, and I just think it's really cool, and I love the packaging too. And it's kind of fun, if you're into muesli or into your breakfast, you can kind of design your own and make it super healthy or super indulgent, whatever you want to do. So that is my favourite breakfast thing for the month, and that is it for my September favourites. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you all had a lovely month. I'm sorry for my croaky voice and probably a lot of cuts in this video because I've been coughing and like sniffling and stuff in between talking, so I have to like cut that bit out. But yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you again very soon. Bye guys. Hey guys, and welcome back. So today's video is going to be a new haul video. It's going to be a bit of a collective one. So I've been shopping at Primark, New Look, Zara, and then there's a couple of like random little bits at the end as well that I wanted to include. I'm super excited about